General Dillon, I wanted to bring you in on this because what I love about today's panel is all three of you have had something to do with Republic Day at some point in your careers. So you know what it takes. You know how meticulous, how difficult, how painstaking it is to choreograph and orchestrate this 90 minutes of display and parade glory that one sees. You know, very few people actually understand what happens at the back end. How many weeks and months of training and preparations goes into actually executing something of such finesse and accuracy. General Dillon, but I want to ask you a more emotional question. You know, and I want to put images of the marching contingents on our screen from the dress rehearsal yesterday. General Dillon, what is in the heart of a soldier or an officer marching down Kartavya Path? How are they feeling marching past the leadership and all those crowds there? How do they feel? What is the emotion, sir?
Shiv, a soldier who is marching down the Kartavya Path during this Republic Day parade, each and every soldier, each and every airman, each and every naval sailor, and each and every individual, as my co-panelist just now said, the NCC cadets, the CAPF, and the young boys and girls on the tableaus, each and every one of them feels as if he is carrying the wishes and the feelings and the happiness of the entire nation in their heart. He is a representative who is representing India. So the back-end thing, as you mentioned, the dress rehearsals which go on, the synchronization of various arms and services and the police forces and the civil tableaus from various states.
Yes.
The air flypast, as Air Marshal Khosla just said. All these things, synchronization, and 90 minutes is one thing. Over a distance which these people move.
Yeah.
That time and distance synchronization is something I think the best of the choreographers in the world would not like to attempt it. And hats off to the people who are coordinating it behind the scene. The people who are marching, of course, they're carrying the pride in their heart.
Yeah.
But the people who are coordinating the whole thing to the last microsecond, I think they are doing a very fine job over the distance and the time of 90 minutes. And each and every soldier who is marching on the Kartavya Path is carrying the writ, the will, the grit, and the honor of the nation in his heart. I think everyone who is marching down there must be a very proud man and a proud woman today.
It is so beautiful, and it is also kind of scary to also think that despite all the preparations, once the parade actually begins, failure is not an option. Once the games begin, you cannot roll anything back. If someone steps out of time, that's going to have a cascading effect on the rest of the Republic Day. And we have never seen a Republic Day where things have actually gone out of step, which is always something that is very fascinating to me. And I think we all need to salute, the organizers, the trainers, all the units that come into coordination, with the Ministry of Defense and the Ceremonials Directorate to actually, make this look so effortless and so easy. When we watch it, it looks so easy that, everybody is just being told what to do and they come out and do it. But the sense of timing, the sense of precision is really something that is the, the hallmark and the brand of the military. So whether it is the tableaus, whether it is the marching contingents, whether it is the military display, all of it has the color of the military in it. Air Marshal Khosla, I was very intrigued when you told me that you have also flown over Kartavya Path, as a pilot on a Republic Day flypast. Tell us what that was like, and also because lots of people don't know about the kind of, clockwork precision it requires to make sure that those fighters follow each other, within seconds. They've got to take off just at the right time, turn around right at the right time, make sure they pass over the crowd just at the right time without too much of a lag, in time with the announcements, etc. What was that like for you personally, sir?
Yeah, Shiv, it's like a aerial ballet.
Yeah.
So you see 40 aircraft this time are participating. I've seen even more participating earlier also. And they're coming from far off places, as you said, as far as Jodhpur, Adampur, 10 odd bases they are coming from. And, converging onto the Kartavya Path, and in a very, very synchronized way. And you see the variety of platforms which are flying, from helicopters to transport, heavy transport, to AEWC, to fighters, and they have different speed, they have different flying characteristics, but all come together in a very, very exciting display. So that takes a lot of preparation, a lot of practice, a lot of drill, a lot of factors which come into planning it, and which are behind the scene, which are not seen. It's only the 40 aircraft which are seen, but the people who are working behind the scene are quite a few, and they are biting nails that everything goes through as planned. And as you said, the weather gods, it depends whether they are kind or not. The spectators are able to see in case the weather is clear, but otherwise the flypast generally goes through, and we have come a long way where we can operate even in poor visibility conditions. That is as far as flypast. Shiv, the another aspect, I remember once I was staying in racecourse, and where the practices take place for the Air Force contingent for the marching. 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning they start off in cold winter. Practices for marching and for coordination and the band. I mean, it's a really, really tough preparation for them. And third aspect which you brought out, when the feeling, and that feeling which keeps you going, when you're marching past or you're flying past, is the one word is the pride. That pride which you feel, the proudness, that is what keeps you going and makes you do things in such a precision and such a artistic way. Shiv.
Yeah, it's it's difficult to describe, and you've been very humble in describing it as a pilot, and I'm not surprised by that as well, because it is one has to really be there to feel it and experience the kind of rush it probably is to march or fly in front of your in front of your country persons, and it's something very few get to experience, and I think the military does it with such a sense of honor, such a sense of humility as well, that it's always such a glorious sight.